Taking tough stand against Pakistan's interference in Jammu and Kashmir's affairs, India announces boycott of forthcoming Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference to be held in Islamabad. Violating rules, Pakistan has not invited Speaker of J&K for the conference. India has demanded that Pakistan should forfeit its right to host conference and that the venue be shifted to another country. President Pranab Mukherjee returns to New Delhi after cutting short his two-day visit to Odisha after his wife Suvra fell ill and was hospitalized. The president drove straight to the Army's Research and Referral Hospital in Cantonment area to see his wife admitted in ICU. The president was on a two-day visit to Odisha and he was scheduled to attend a convocation of National Law University at Cuttack. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government committed to provide social security to weaver families. PM Modi also launched India Handloom brand on first National Handloom Day in Chennai yesterday. The Prime Minister announced the increasing of assistance for each block-level handloom cluster from Rs 60 lakh to Rs 2 crore. Deadlock continued in Rajya Sabha in the wake of repeated disruptions, but Lok Sabha saw another productive day. Congress MPs continued protests outside the Parliament complex against the suspension of 25 MPs of their party. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Venkaiah Naidu appealed to the opposition to participate in the business of the House so that pending issues can be resolved. However, the opposition, including Congress Party, continued to stay away from the proceedings. Centre has imposed a 10% custom duty on import of wheat, the decision to remain in force till March next year. The step is to keep a check on imports from foreign countries despite availability of bumper domestic crop and surplus stocks with the Food Corporation of India. Government's move is expected to rake in revenue of up to Rs 90 crore. The Enforcement Directorate has registered a money laundering FIR in the Louis Berger bribery case in Goa. In the fourth arrest in the case, Goa police apprehended alleged Hawala operator Raichand Soni. Meanwhile, a special court in Goa has granted anticipatory bail to former Chief Minister Digambar Kamath in the Louis Berger bribery case till 12th of August. Opposition parties in Uttar Pradesh welcome Supreme Court's decision to dismiss state government's appeal to stop CBI probe against former Noida Authority's Chief Engineer Yadav Singh. BJP, Congress and Rashtriya Lok Dal leaders claim that justice prevailed by the act of the apex court. The full Election Commission team headed by Chief Election Commissioner Nazeem Zaidi is in Patna to review election preparedness for the upcoming Bihar Assembly elections. The team held discussions with 10 political parties including BJP, RJD, JDU and Congress regarding polling dates and security arrangements. The term of the 243-member Bihar Assembly ends in November last week. Good news for the internet users on mobile phones. In a big relief to lakhs of internet users on mobile phones, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India has asked the telecom companies to keep subscribers informed of all important stages of data usage. TRAI has also asked the service provider to take specific consent before activating data packs. Directions are to be effective from 1st of next month. The Supreme Court left it to a panel headed by former Chief Justice of India R.M. Lodha to consider the feasibility of opening and looking into the sealed envelope submitted by Justice Mukul Mudgal committee containing names of some players allegedly involving in IPL spot fixing. The apex court was hearing Cricket Association of Bihar's plea demanding disclosure of player names in the 2013 IPL spot fixing and betting scandal. 11 construction workers dead and 12 others injured in wall collapse incident at a stone crusher site in Mahendragarh district of Haryana. Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar has ordered an inquiry into the incident. He has also announced compensation of Rs 3 lakh each to the families of deceased. Two suicide attacks killed at least 35 people and wounded hundreds more in Kabul on Friday. This is the first major attacks in the Afghan capital since the announcement of Taliban leader Mullah Omar's death. In the first attack, a powerful truck bomb tore through the center of Kabul just after midnight, while the second attack occurred in less than 24 hours at the entrance of Kabul Police Academy. The Taliban claimed responsibility for the second attack. France launched a hunt for more wreckage from the ill-fated MH370 plane off Reunion Island on Friday. The tiny French Indian Ocean territory has been under intense scrutiny since a beach cleaner found a washed-up wing part last week, which Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak later declared was part of the Boeing 777 that mysteriously vanished 17 months ago. Third seeds Rohan Bopanna and Florin Margia progressed into the men's double semi-finals of the City Open after receiving a walkover from Grigor Dimitrov and Mari Fish in Washington. The Bulgarian-American combo pulled out due to Dimitrov's right shoulder injury.